Welcome back to another video. I know it's been a minute and I just been uploading YouTube shorts just to keep the channel, active, but I think it's time I address why I've been gone and everything else. So for reading the title, it's true, I backslid. And most people are like, what does that even mean? But if you're within the Christian community, what that means is I started to revert back to my old ways. And instead of being where I should have been, I had to adjust the camera. I think the lighting's better this way. But yeah, I backslid. And to some people that might not be such a big deal, but it's a very big deal to me. And within the Christian community, that's a very big deal. But acknowledging it and stepping away from that and going back to where I should be is a big step forward in my walk with Christ. Now, it started slow. It started with little compromises that eventually led to me just almost falling off the deep end. But, I know what happened. I got nervous to share my faith. I'm in college right now. I go to UCO here in Oklahoma. And, I wasn't as open with my faith as I should have been or as I could have been. And I was afraid for the pushback. I felt kind of alone up there. I wasn't sure if there was any type of Christian community I could surround myself within. So I just kind of separated myself, not from God, of course. I can't do that because there's nothing that could separate us from the love of God. But I kind of just stayed in my own lane, and I didn't really go out to look for Christian communities. I kind of just stayed by myself. But in that idle and lonesome time, I started to compromise. And not in the way that other people might think. I was still reading the Bible. I was still praying daily. But it was these little compromises that turned into big things. And the biggest compromise is right across my neck. If you can see it in the previous video, I'll put it right there. Yeah, that was a very big slip up for me. No disrespect to the girl. Very, very lovely person. It's just, if I want to continue to live a holy life and continue my walk with Christ, I just don't think that, her and I are mixing well. You know what I mean? Like, we're unevenly yoked. But no disrespect to her, of course. I compromised. And when I compromised, it caused me to just kind of rethink everything. Now, of course, I'm still holding on to the faith. Like, I'm not going to just be like, I don't want to be Christian no more. Like, of course not. But it was a bigger struggle to do things that are simple. That it was more of a struggle than it should have been, is what I'm trying to say. It got to the point during the summer where I just stopped reading the Bible. I'm on the book of Isaiah. I should be finished with it. I should be done with the Old Testament, but I'm not. And that's crazy to think about. And it's sad to think about because I try my best to be authentic. I try my best to live as holy as I could, but at the same time, I'm not living as holy as I could. And I was reminded of that. But what really helped me was being surrounded by the Christian community and going to Indian Falls Creek with my buddy Skyler, aka Quaxernova. And that really did help restore my faith. If you look down my channel, there's a video called, I think, Restoration, right here. And that really did help. You see me? I keep looking at the camera. I keep seeing me flare my nostrils. I apologize. But it wasn't right for me to compromise my beliefs at any point. That's not right. And that's a scary thing for whoever, Jesus said, whoever denies me in front of men, I will also deny in front of my Father. Now, of course, just because I compromised and I had slip-ups does not automatically mean I'm not entering the gates of heaven. Of course not. But it definitely did hurt my walk, and it definitely hurt my spiritual growth. And it definitely caused me to make some pretty rash decisions. But luckily, God always looks out, so no rash decisions here.
Looking back at this, it seems like I'm implying something a little bit more serious. I'm still so innocent. I'm still a virgin. I'm still waiting till marriage, but it definitely got way closer than it should have gotten.
But it was definitely a hard time for me, especially with my mental, because the further I drifted away from God, the worse up here it got, because my mind was idle. So instead of filling it with the word of God, I was filling it with temptation, entertainment, different things that just weren't good for me. And acknowledging that and moving forward is the best step in getting back on track. And I'm back on track now, you know. Different vibe. You can definitely see the different vibe from the past video. I'm definitely trying. I still have struggles, and it's not the easiest thing in the world. It definitely isn't. But God looks for a willing heart. And the scariest part is when my heart became more unwilling. But I'm more willing now because I was able to surround myself with people that loved me, people that were willing to pray and look after me. And the sermons, the worship songs, I was like, oh, I can't never. Like, just the fact that they're making me feel all these emotions that I don't ever like to show out, like crying in public, because the worship song just touched my heart so much. Especially the preaching, everything just touched my heart so much. And I was like, I would never give this up. Like, this is what real love feels like. And this is something I'm willing to fight and keep. Something that past me was starting to forget. But God reminded me. And that's a great thing about God, is whenever the one leaves the flock, he leaves the 99 to go find you. And he went to go find me because I was starting to lose my way. And he brought me back onto this narrow path. But it was hard, you know, like separating myself without really thinking of the consequences. And there's consequences for sin, you know what I mean? Like, life is never gonna go your way if you're constantly living in sin, especially if you're a child of God. So things just weren't going my way. My car broke down. Still don't have a car. Still with the car dealer. I don't ever know if I'm ever going to get that car back. I'm down a lot of money. But at this point, it's just like, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm going to figure that out. That's a story for a different day. But I just wanted to get on here and let y'all know that I'm back. Christian Boy J is back. He's been back. I've always been here. But I'm finally restored. I feel a lot better in my walk with Christ. And I'm definitely ready to get back to making more Christian content and also making entertaining videos as well. With, like, if I can make another video with Devin, of course I want to do that. But another thing I want to talk about was my health. My health has been kind of on a very concerning very big concern for me, because I've been really sick the past month and it got pretty scary. And when I went to the doctor, they drew my blood and they saw that my WBC count, which is my white blood cell count, was low. It was 3,600, and the normal rate is between 4,500 to 11,000. So mine was pretty low, but not like super low, but it was definitely concerning. I'll go back Tuesday to the doctors to see what exactly is wrong with me, but hopefully it's nothing bad. I've been praying. Sorry, my accent slipped out. I've been praying. I've been just trying to take it easy and not overdo anything. But life updates. I moved back into college at UCO this week. I'm very excited about that. I'm just excited to get back to school and grow my walk with Christ and to do better than I was last year or the past couple months. And I just came here to say that. Thank you all so much for watching. I can't wait to get back into content. But thank you all, and I will see you all next time. God bless.
Alright, but God said, hold up, I got it, I do this. He lifted my head up and helped me get to it. He gave me the beauty for ashes, I blew it. I thought I was ruined, he started renewing. I look at my life, I'm like, what is you doing? He look at my life.